I'm Ali,
I'm Deb.
and we're the host of Connected Conversations, the podcast to help you find more ease, flow, and harmony in your life. Hello, welcome back to Connected Conversations. I'm Ali and I'm Deb, and today we want to talk all about the power of belief. And this was actually an end of a conversation from last week's episode that we were thinking if we could believe in Santa for, I don't know, 5, 6 years, let's say, then how come we struggle to believe in ourselves? And a lot of what I've been working with personally is within book clubs is Napoleon Hill, think
And grow rich.
think and grow rich. And I'm also reading his other book, Outwitting the Devil, which I would totally recommend. Anyway, one of the main subject is that power of belief, that utmost faith in yourself, and how to develop it over time, especially when you have lofty goals and you're reaching for the stars for something that you've never completed, or you're hitting failure, which is really just feedback and part of the journey. Though that unwavering belief in yourself is so critical. And I know for myself, I've struggled to really build and maintain belief. However, it's what I'm feeling right now is a necessary piece of the puzzle of mindset that has to be in place if you want that flow, if you want to change that hypnotic rhythm in your life. So, Deb, what are your thoughts of belief and the power of belief?
Oh, it's such a great word. And I think we all there's that saying that says I'll believe it when I see it. But
Mm.
it's backwards. You have to be able to see it in your mind and have this unwavering belief that it's coming to you. And it's especially difficult, I think, when you're faced with the unwanted. Maybe it's poor health, maybe it's finances, whatever. When you're facing something that seems so distant from what you actually want, it's that belief that will connect the two eventually without being able to necessarily see it. You can see it in your mind, but in order to see it in reality, you have to have that unwavering belief that you talk about.
I love that you brought in like your mind has to create it first, because in again a lot of personal development, it is to think is to create. Therefore, our thoughts are actually what happens first, and then we have a product of results. So, like, let's take this computer that I'm staring into, or this webcam. At first, it was a thought. It did not just appear out of nowhere so that we could believe in the power of technology and now streaming and podcast and internet and connection. It was a thought, this unwavering belief that there is a way to connect people, humans, into a different, really, galaxy and world that I would have never even imagined. And I'm sure people were told that they were crazy 40, 50 years ago, that this would never happen, and probably were told they were insane, and some facts people have been. Anyway, that's getting a little off topic. So let's get back on the power of belief and having those thoughts. So being able to write those affirmations and believe that whatever is in your life that maybe is unwanted or you want to start changing, and writing it in such a way that you are building that belief and that certainty behind you so that you can move forward in a more powerful way. And I think I am so fortunate I have such a great circle of friends, and they believe in me so much. So at some point it's like, when am I going to believe a little bit more in myself? And that's really where it comes down to. And each day it's recommitting. It's knowing that I am making strides every day to celebrate and enjoy what is happening around me. And that has helped me really build on my belief, is looking at the wins every day, or looking back, especially at the end of the year, and seeing all that I've accomplished. So I'm not discounting, so I can have proof that what I'm doing, that belief in myself to move forward.
I think you touched on something that's really important too, that you surround yourself with amazing people who believe in you. And I think there's times when anybody who's shooting for something so big or so dramatically different than their current reality, is that there are going to be times when you waver in your own belief. But that's why it's so important to surround yourself with so many like-minded people who will believe in you, and you can borrow their belief in you in those times when you're maybe uncertain or maybe don't have all the answers or don't know how it's going to happen. But there's that saying, you picture it in your mind, and if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And it's keeping that focus and that belief that it's going to happen. But I think the people that you surround yourself with are also so important to keeping that momentum on those times when it seems maybe a little far out of reach.
Absolutely. And I find, like, with the power of the mastermind, that belief that like 1 + 1 = 3, that there is something out there that if I knew the way, if I knew those mechanisms, if I knew the way, I would already have everything that I want. However, it is allowing the belief of magic. And I say magic in the way that there is sometimes on this journey that it seems like there is magic in my life because I would have never dreamt things unfolding how they are. And I think it started with the power of belief that there is something greater than myself that is going to support me on my journey. And sometimes that's the hard knocks. And there's some really beautiful moments that it's like, that is the magic of belief and intention and just creating something so wonderful in this world.
And I think we are in the magic of Christmas. And for years, like you said, we've believed in this man in the red suit coming down our chimney, and we didn't really see him. We saw pictures, we saw the guy at the store, but we believed in the story. We believed in the magic of Christmas. And I think if we can do that, then you can believe in the other things that are unseen too.
100%.
I love it. Well, I hope that we've sparked a little belief in everyone who's watching or listening today. And we will be back next Thursday with another episode of Connected Conversations.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please share with your friends and rate and recommend on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. There will be links to more great resources in the description.